What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Don't mind the little dangly dang thing. I'm about to fix that here in just a second. But here on my channel, I accumulate a bunch of projects, and most of them ain't done. I ain't gonna lie to you. Which, I mean, most time I don't have, the funds. Like the gray truck, I just ain't got the money just to rebuild a transmission right now. But when they tell you, hey, just go snatch it out the bushes and fix it and we'll get it squared away later, you go, hey, okay, I'll go snatch it out the bushes and we'll get squared on it later. Bella, you shush it. But right quick, y'all don't look behind me now. Y'all don't look back there. We're gonna take one of these zip ties. We're gonna zip tie this little dangly thing up out the way. So hold on one sec. Alright guys, that's better. We ain't got no little thing coming down on the screen. But y'all know since we bought the 11 acres behind the house, I've been talking a while about getting a tractor. And I don't have the funds to go buy a $50,000 tractor. Just for one, I'm not going to spend that much on a tractor. We'll just go buy a new to us one. But I've always been fond of the older tractors, the no computer systems, nothing like that. I want as simple as can get, and we got as simple as can get. So right here yesterday, I went and snatched out this tractor. Now, I didn't record, pulling out the bushes or nothing like that, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I never about wanted to leave it there. We couldn't hardly get it up on the trailer. So, here it is, y'all. I hope y'all get it. But what we have here, and don't judge, I know she looks rough, because she is. This is a John Deere 1020 diesel. This has got the little 3-cylinder diesel. As you can see, everything looks wet, and that's because I've been spraying everything down with PB Blaster. Just because it's been sitting in the woods or in a field is where it was sitting, in a pasture it was sitting. And this tractor used to work at a mill, at a peanut mill and everything. So yeah, she lived her life at a peanut mill, pulled wagons. There's the hood. And, she's been sitting out in the woods, but one thing people don't know, peanut dust will ruin a paint job. If it sits on there long enough, it will completely ruin it. Doesn't matter what you do, how you do it, nothing. We may have to put a set of tires on it. Not sure yet. These are pretty dry rotted, but the only reason I say that one over there is holding air. It was dry rotted, but it's holding air. This one, on the other hand, the valve stem actually rusted out of it. So what I'm probably going to do is get me a piece of metal and kind of get it to fit right here and clean all this up and weld a piece of metal in to hold the new valve stem with a tube. Because most tractors around here anyway, they run tubes. Hardly anything. I think the newer tractors are tubeless. But these old John Deeres, it's cheap enough to put a tube in it than it is to buy a new tire. Because these tires they're anywhere between $500 and $1,000 a piece, depending on what you get. The front tires, when I replaced them, as you can see, it wouldn't hold air. I don't know why. The rest of it's on the trailer. That side, it left the chat. I mean, I don't know what we did to it, but it's sitting over on the trailer too. And it's actually not in bad condition, to be honest with you. I mean, we could probably pump it up. I mean, it's pretty dry rotted. I mean, we're going to buy new front tires. I've done made my mind up about that. I'm going to try to fix the back rim and get a tube for it and put a tube in it and see if we can get it to pump up and be able to hold air and all that. But before we do any of that, before we get a new seat or anything like that, we're going to try to get it running. The motor isn't locked up. It's more or less seized from just sitting. So I got all the injectors sprayed down. I am going to go ahead and order a new set of injectors because they're so cheap, and I don't want to try to get this thing running and it be an injector and this, that, and another. It's just easy for me just to go ahead and replace them. That way they ain't got all that old diesel fuel out of it. It will need a wiring harness. Did not come with a starter. You know, people take starters off things. I don't know why, but she ain't got the starter. But she did come with the factory trees. We have to give her that. She does have the trees from the factory, and they're everywhere. The handle right here is locked up. She does have some rust, mainly down in there. I don't know if y'all can see, but she does have the rust option in the battery box, which is completely normal. That gray truck, that blue truck of mine, all of them, the battery boxes are near about rusted out. It's just something that happens over a period of time, you know. But this rim over here, though, even though the tire is dry rotted, it's still holding the airs. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there and everything. If y'all know anything about these tractors, know where I can get parts pretty easy for them, drop it down in the comments below. When I used to farm with a guy right down the road from me, and I worked on the 4000 series and one 3020. So I worked on 3020, 4230, 4430, 4440, and a 4560. So there's not much difference in this one than like the 40 series. I mean, I know how to work on it, don't get me wrong, but like the wiring harness, you know, and just everything like that, like the wiring harness, the hydraulic parts and everything. If there's a cheaper website to go to and get them, I know where I can get a cheap set of injectors. They're like $30 a piece, so I'm not worried about that. But like anything else, like any major parts that's going to cost a lot, drop it down in the comments. I'm not saying, you remember when I used to come out here with a magnet and pick up screws? Just found another one. But I'm not gonna make this tractor show quality like factory, you know. I'm not gonna do that. It's just too much money. I want a tractor I can go down here and clean out this pond and keep the pond cleaned up around it, pull all the trees out of it, fix the dam, hook our little bush hog up behind it, and we'll go look at that here in a minute and discuss that. But the 1020, from what I've heard, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm kind of believing in the old Googles. So this tractor was produced from like 65 to 72, 73, something like that. And it's 40 horsepower. So at John Deere, I was looking at like a 25 to 30 horsepower tractor. That was within, it was still too much, but within like my price range I wanted to spend. And this tractor right here would be more than enough for what we're going to do with it. I mean, I got a top link over on the green turd over there. But get us a quick hitch to put back here. If y'all know where I can find these arms, I forgot what these arms are called. This one right here, she's wallered. I mean, she's wallered pretty good. We're going to have to get a seat. I think they sell these seats at Royal King. I wish it didn't bounce. I guess it bounces back for them heavier guys or whatever. But yeah, that ain't loosened up. And y'all drop it down below if it is possible to fit 30-20 fenders on these tractors. I like the skinny fender like this, but I also like the 30-20 fender that comes and overlaps the tire and has 2 lights, because you know the chances of us doing work at night is pretty slim to none, but you never know, because I'm looking at getting a hay baler, like a miniature hay baler and stuff like that, like within the end of next year, hopefully. And I want to be able to use this tractor, which I can. A little miniature hay baler, you only need a 25 horsepower tractor for all the equipment you get with it. But like brakes and stuff also, like, which I think those are, I think the brake problem is the hydraulic thing right here. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she might be locked up. Not sure. But y'all comment down below. I mean, if y'all see anything I might need with getting this thing started up. There's another serial number. I need to clean these off. I want to check the serial number on it. There's a motor serial number. Front end loader too. If y'all know where I can get a front end loader for this one, I know where one's at, but the lady just don't want to sell it. She wants to sell the tractor and all, which ain't a bad deal. It's old gas burner 1020 with the front end loader and a bucket for like $1,500. But judging by this one might be in a little bit better shapes, and I pulled it out the bushes. But yeah, if y'all know where I can get a set of tires or maybe a set of rims, a set of fenders, 30-20 fenders, or these skinny fenders because they're pretty rotten. Trying to think what else. I wouldn't mind getting a new front cover, because you can see she's been ran into a couple things. We're not going to judge her though. We don't judge on this channel. I mean, some things we might judge, but you know, I heard you can get power steering assist on this also, so if y'all know where I can get that, let me know. But this is going to be our another project on the channel. I'm hoping to get this one done before any of the other ones, because come springtime I want to go down there and really clean up. I think we're going to plant corn down in the bottom again next year for deer season. But I really got this tractor to fit in all my pens. I mean, I could have went and got like a 50 or 5000 series 55 horsepower tractor, but you know, who wants to spend the money on that? And if I would have bought one that big and spent the money, I would just went ahead and bought a cab tractor. Well, that won't fit in past my barn. My cab tractor won't. I'd have to move my gate again, and I'm not wanting to do that. But like I said though, I got some stuff I dumped it down in Marvel Mystery Oil. Y'all know about that stuff. Everybody else uses it for stuck engines and stuff. Not saying this one's stuck, but I know she don't want to turn. So I'm gonna get a starter for it, and let's see what else. A starter. We'll see if it'll turn over. If it will spin and sounds like it'll run without any knocks or anything, we'll try to fire her up, and then we can move on from there. We'll put new injectors in it, possibly a new water pump, because this one's kind of, I don't know if y'all can tell, but this one, she's kind of wobbly. Need a new alternator. With all these old light brackets and stuff, y'all know where I can get these things at. That one back there is missing. So I don't guess we need another work light off the back. We got that one. But we'll probably come through and put all LED light bar or light pods on here, just for right now, just in case we have to go out at night, or if we're down there and it starts getting dark on me, because you know this time of year it gets dark at 5 o'clock, and I don't know why, but it's ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's ridiculous. But we'll see whether if we can get it running, we'll do a complete service on it. Hopefully I can fix that rim over there and not have to buy a new set of rims or set of tires. I said that gets pretty pricey. I was Googling last night. Hopefully the brakes will work and everything. And the sticker is missing for the gear shift. So I think this is the one that's got 16 forward speeds and 8 reverses. I'm not sure. But supposedly, if it is, it ain't got the park, I don't think. If it does, it just don't go in. And gauges too. So it's got a oil pressure gauge or water temp. I think it's water temp that it's got. And then RPM gauge and a fuel gauge. Replace those. Come through. And we'll replace a bunch of these hoses and stuff. We're going to clean the fuel tank out. It's been sitting like this for 20 something years. I estimate 20 something years. It could have been before. It probably was before. It's probably only been sitting for about 10 or 15. But she didn't look bad in there. This tractor was sitting in an open field. It ain't full of water, so that's a good thing. It did smell like varnished diesel fuel. I will give it that. Stinks to high heaven. The clutch, on the other hand, it wants to work. She goes in and comes back out, but you can remove this whole clutch pedal. Has the delete option because it ain't got the clip. The PTO spins freely. I'm trying to think. But yeah, if y'all know anything about these tractors, where I can get parts at, stuff like that, let me know in the comments and I'll get up with you. Like I said, we're not going to do a restoration on this thing. I'm not going to spend that much money on something I'm going to drive down to the bottom and beat the tar out of. But yeah, guys, this is her. I mean, in all her flaming glory. Like I said, there's the old hood. It's the only part that's beat up about it is this front part. I mean, you can tell she's hit a thing or two, a time or two. But I've seen where I can get the new pieces, like goes right here. I can get them off Amazon. Most of the stuff I can get off Amazon for this tractor, and I was really surprised. But that's got to go back in there. It goes, yeah, see, like right there. This is just, you can see where the battery acid, where a battery had leaked. It just ate it all up, and it's locked up tighter than you know what. But I mean, go pull it out of the field, see if you can get it running. So we're gonna try to get it running. Hopefully, the injector pump isn't locked up. You can sit there and do the throttle and everything. First diesel on the channel, so y'all stay tuned. Do they offer a turbo kit for this thing? Might put a Terpsky on there. Never know. So, but y'all guys, this is just this week's video. We got it. I didn't bring enough tools home with me this weekend, or the correct tools that's home this weekend to be able to do this job. So next weekend, see if I can get a starter. See about pulling injectors out. I poured Marlboro mystery oil down the intake to hopefully get in there and soak into the rings, get everything freed back up. And hell, I think I poured almost half a bottle down it. So we might do. I don't want to do too much, and then it squirt everywhere and everything like that. But y'all, if y'all don't mind, please go like, subscribe. Like I said, if you have any information on these old tractors, let me know. Comment them down below. If you know a cheap place to get the expensive parts, let me know. I know I can get injectors for it for, I think they're $30 a piece, so that ain't too bad. But like all the other stuff, if you think I'm gonna need something would want sitting this long, let me know. But y'all, that's today's video. It's long enough. So if y'all don't mind, go like, subscribe, comment down below, and we will see y'all on the next one.